Hello everybody, Happy New Year. I hope you celebrated or whatever. This is a energy update, so I'm gonna have a look like what we can expect in 2022, which is unpredictable, but more or less like we know what's happening. Like, most of us who are awake know what is happening. And humanity is definitely gonna lose their shit. That's just inevitable. That has to happen. And so I wanted to have a look a little bit on the first part of the January and the second part of the January and as well February, because there are certain energies right now which we are more guided to go like really inward and prepare ourselves for kind of rising up again in the second part of January. Because then February's energies are gonna be more supportive for like new projects, all sort of changes, whatever you would like to do in the world. And I would highly encourage you as well this year to take certain leaps, like the quantum leaps. A lot of people talk about those leaps, but to really have a look deeply on your life and your desires, on how they are not fulfilled or where they are not fulfilled, or where you feel stagnant or where you don't feel happy around certain things. Because you either start focusing this year on what you really want to experience, or you're just gonna experience the shit. Unfortunately, this is how it works. We are living in the law of attraction universe. Unfortunately, you get what you are putting out there, like, or what you focus on, and what's your as well vibrational match. So you practically cannot experience something what you know the vibrational match to. And that's why especially this year will be crucial that we focus on stuff what we really want to experience, and looking on everything as a opportunity to grow, of course. And anything what is in your experience is actually telling you or showing you where you are not in balance. So it's important as well to not pushing against that, whatever it is. Do not push against that, because it's your own manifestation. It is your own attraction. This is what you're attracting based on your own vibration. So you are the vibrational match to it. So if you are finding yourself in a very difficult position right now, it's because you're the vibrational match to it. I'm having very peaceful, actually, life in general, because that's what I am after. I'm after the peace. I am choosing the peace, and I'm always choosing, and I'm always seeing everything as it is. I am not really questioning it. I am dissecting it, if I don't know or stuff like that. But I understand this. I understand how reality is created, and I understand that this is all just energy. So the energy of the January is actually very good, because it's like this preparation phase. So you will be definitely having this desire to start something, or if you have some desire to starting some new things, just go ahead. If you have a desire to just like unplug completely from the madness in the world and go somewhere in the nature or rent a cabin, do that. Everything now, what we are doing, the first part in January is like this preparation phase. Because then in the second part of the January, it's gonna be, the energies are gonna be more supportive. When I was looking on a Schumann resonance and what is happening on it energetically, before the Christmas, it was really, the energy was very strong, very beautiful. We could feel there's a lot of love, and even if there was a lot of turmoil, there was a lot of goodness in it, a lot of goodness and magic. And a lot of magic happened like those days before the end of the year, and the first was like a hangover. You could see it like energetically, it was like hangover, like, you know, like the entire humanity was in this like a after kind of heavy drinking night. But this year the numbing down will not work. It doesn't work already. It didn't work already the last couple of months last year, and the numbing down will not work. So whatever it is, whatever addictions you have will not work anymore. Whatever it is, shopping, gambling, overeating, distracting yourself with something, it will not work. You will have a situation after situation after situation telling you that you are off the balance, that you are numbing yourself and that you are not operating with your inner being. This year, we've got no choice than to really evolve, or, I don't know, devolve, including the food. I was thinking, oh, I can make exception today, like, you know, just to have something, and I was sick as a dog. There's no way that you can make all these like exceptions, like for just like, okay, I'm doing it just once or maybe twice. You can, I mean, you can still do it, but you will face the consequences. And this 2022 is the year where the people are gonna start losing their shit. And I mean, everything what is not in the harmony of the planet and of the evolution itself will have to go. It will be having so much difficulties, even businesses. It will have so much difficulties that the business will collapse. Either they will change or they collapse. I can see it everywhere I look. Everywhere I look, I can see it. It's unbelievable. I think what we can do for like individually, because we always have to start by ourselves. There's no way, you know, you have to start here to see the change there. What are you expecting as well for 2022? You know, I want a free energy. I want a free energy, I want a healthy communities, I want organic food chain, I want farmers being supported, I want clean sea, clean cities, clean air, a freedom of the choice. I want a freedom of the speech, I want a freedom over my body, and I want freedom over deciding how I'm gonna build my house. Because let's say in Ireland, you have to use a company. So if you are like, let's say you buy a piece of land and you want to build your own house on it, and you don't know this type of information, that you practically cannot build it yourself, you need, by the law, use a company to build it yourself, unless it's not like just a cabin. Then you kind of screwed if you buy the piece of land with the idea that you're gonna build on it by yourself. So there is many things what we want to see in the world in a change, and I want you to think about it like as a change makers. Think about what you want to change in the world, what you want to see happening in the world. You know, I want a sound healing. I want everyone to know how to heal themselves. You know, I want healthy, non-toxic like a society. And so we will have to start forming as well communities which are gonna be healthier, and on these communities, I guess we're gonna probably form the world, like continue going. You know, I want a better education for our kids, not this brainwash what's in there. You know, the candy reward it's phenomenal. Like I always like thinking, am I gonna say something to the teacher that they are giving them a candy as a reward and making our kids into the sugar addicts? Or am I gonna shut up? We have to be a little diplomatic right now. So the first part of the January will be really good to sit down and like organize your thoughts. what you really want to experience in this human journey, what you want. And then start pouring energy into those things. You know, do your research on the free energy. Let's say I did. I found all the prototype. I found the prototype of the electromagnetic device, which is a free energy, and it is suppressed, and the government is not giving it to us. The leaders are not want us to have it, and it was designed by Tesla, and that's why we didn't learn about him at school. You know, I found this, I did the research, I found it, I found even the plans, so I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna build it, and I want a free energy. So you know what you want to experience, you can create the way to it as well. Because when you're holding this like mindset that what you want to really experience, then there will be, all you have to be is just aware, taking the action to like trying to find those things, and you will find them. Because that's what you are putting in the quantum field, that's what you're creating. This is what you're creating. This is how you're creating the way forward, and this is how you're creating as well the vision for the humanity. If you have some, you know, this is how you create, because we have to start to be a conscious creators. I'm not even talking about the fact that in 20 years we will have only 40% of the food. So can you imagine what is gonna happen with all the 7 billion people plus now the new babies being born? We have to start doing something. Like, we have to start taking actions individually on whatever you can do. You know, I'm seriously thinking about it a lot, because when you have kids, especially if you're a parent, if you have a small kids, my daughter is 6. In 20 years, she's gonna be 26. So this is what we're gonna give it to them. This is what we're gonna give to our next generation. You know, broken planet, no food. No. And it's on us, our generation, those people who are around 40, between 40 50, are that generation that remembers how it was 20 years ago. Our kids are already born into the mass, but they are different. They have a different vibration. They are different humans. They are more advanced energetically, because they are born already into the new frequency, which is Earth holding. Earth is holding a really high frequency right now. So 2022 is gonna be crucial. So this January will be really great if we can all organize our mind and like working on ourselves to being constantly aligned, and to working really from the heart space, to being really like working with our higher selves and our inner being, or from the source, you name it. I think it's gonna be crucial. And it will be as well good to thinking about your health. Health is gonna be as well very important, you know, thinking about your health and well-being constantly. We cannot just bypass this any longer. 2022 is not the year where we can just like postpone to looking on our shadow, or not looking on the collective shadow. There will be no way. Every single person will have the opportunity to see it, and it's gonna be constantly popping up until they get it. We all have to start working on ourselves. There is no other way. Especially if you are in this like a stagnant energy, or if you feel that you went through a lot. We all went through a lot. A lot of people are just waking up and going through a hell, you know. Mental chatters, energetically, like, you know, it is a lot of work. We will not be able to postpone anything what we supposed to bring as well to the collective, each and one of us. It will force us somehow to bring the best out of us and be a part of the change that needs to happen. I wanted to as well touch on one more thing. Importance of seeing yourself. You know, you have to see yourself. I have to say that was a lot of lessons the past couple of years, but right now we are in this energy that when we like really focus inward and do a lot of like a inner work right now until let's say 19th-20th of January, it's the best thing you can do. You have to start seeing yourself. A lot of people don't see themselves. That's why I'm here, because I will always see you. I always see the potential in the people, and one of the best thing what they have that's inside of them. I always was like that. Also seeing the importance of your journey and of the struggle and of the pain, and you have, you know, if this is showing up for you, if you're really in like going through the dark night of the soul, which is always a part of the heroic journey, you know, before we really get stable. Like, I don't think that I have my shit together, but like we got really rewired, and I have to say that past month and a half, I was going through quite a shit again, but I understood that I got rewired really. So now I feel very different, and even though I still have my challenges, like I will always have some challenges, but more you are solid with your inner being, easier it is for you to go through those challenges. I think that's what meditation does. If you don't meditate, you don't know who you are. You don't. And you're not operating from aligned state. And when the people start meditating, what happens is that they stop making the mistakes. They are more operating from the space. They are natural, from the goodness as well. The more you meditate, less mistakes you make. Now, I can see the difference when I don't go to the vortex in the morning, if I don't align myself with my inner being or with the source, then the day looks completely different than when I do really align myself and do certain practices. I've got a lot of different type of tools which I use. It depends on how I am knocked down energetically or emotionally. I'm gonna be giving more of these tools probably out. I think it's needed. It's needed. Because when you are in a distress, you cannot really think about, you're not really following your guidance. When the person is like depressed or is in a massive stress, then there is no clarity, and you know, it's like you are like having a fog, and you're not really guided. You are always guided, but you don't see the guidance because you are so consumed by the stress. I think the most important thing, the first part in the January, is focusing on constantly being aligned. Even if you have a hard time to meditate, it doesn't matter. It doesn't go this time, try it next time. It doesn't go that next time, try it again and again and again, because you are training yourself. You have to train yourself to be actually able to function right now in 2022. You will need it. It's not gonna be easy year. A lot of things are gonna crumble. So yeah, the main message is you have to get in sync with who you truly are. And when you do, everything will be like flowing into your experience like effortlessly and really with the ease. And it took me 2.5 years going into the vortex every single day to being actually able to feel the change. but I'm meditating and doing Kriya and yoga for 5.5 years. All right, that long it took me to get aligned. It's not gonna happen overnight. But the energies we are in right now are such that everything is happening way faster. So everything is gonna be happening for you. So it's gonna be really intense. So if you are going through dark night of the soul, it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be way intense that was the one for me. You will have probably hard time to breathe. All right. So catch your breath. Okay. I hope this helps to someone or it uplifts you a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna see you next time again.